Now let's talk about the CSS table. You can see here name, address and phone. This is our table heading. And if I hover the mouse here, the color is changed here. And this horizontal line is the row and this vertical line is the column. So in HTML video series, we have discussed about the HTML table, and there we have already structured the table of table in HTML, but here we are going to use this CSS property to style the table. First of all, let's go into the VS Code and let's create here another file name as CSS table.html. And after that, I want to use the boilerplate here, and I want to change this document into the CSS table as name. And after that, I want to create here this simple structure of the table at first. Table HTML element is used to create the table, and inside the table HTML element, I want to create another element that is tr, and I want the 3 table heading here. So I can write here ts multiplied by 3. Then I got here the 3 table heading, and I want to give the first table heading as name, second table heading as address, and third table heading as phone. And if I simply stop the live server, and again if I click on the go live options from here, then you can see here name, address and phone. This is my table heading options. Again, I want to add some table data here. Again, I want to use the table row properties here, and I can add only the 3 values here because we have the 3 table heading. So I can insert the 3 table data here. So first of all, I want to write the table data and multiply by 3. And inside the table data, I want to give the first name as Vikas and address as Kathmandu, Kathmandu, and the phone number as I can give here the random number. I want to copy this code again from here, and I want to paste it down, and I want to change this name into the Binay and then the Okara, and then I want to give again here random number, and again I want to paste it again once here, and I want to change the name into Avinash and then the Ilam, and again I want to give the random number here. And if I go into the browser, then I can see here this is name, address and phone number is my table heading, and I have inserted 3 data here. It means 3 row here. So at first, now let's style this HTML table. So this is simply the HTML table. We are not using the any CSS properties yet, so this is not good looking yet. So we have to make it more attractive. To make more attractive, we can use this CSS properties here. First of all, I want to make here one ID. We have already discussed about the ID and class in CSS selector properties. So ID means this must be unique, and we can use this ID only once in a document. So if I make ID here, if I give the ID name student, then the student must be unique in whole HTML document. It means CSS table.html. This ID must be unique in this document. So I cannot use this ID again and again. So at first I want to make here another tag that is style tag, and inside the style tag I want to style this student. This is my ID, and I want to change this font family at first. And if you want to know more about the font family, you can watch my previous videos related to the CSS font, where I have discussed about the detail about the font family, web shape font, and then the fallback fonts, and also the 5 generic fonts, and so many things over there. So you can watch that video to get more understanding about the font family and the CSS font. So first of all, I want to give here, I want to give the Arial this font from here. And if I go to the browser, now font of my text is going to be changed here. And another thing is that I want to give the border properties here in the table heading and the table data, so that I can again write the student. This is my ID name, and TS, this is my table heading. And another thing is this is student, and TD is my table data. And inside these things, I just want to write here the border property, and I want to give the size of the border that is 1 pixel. And if I go to the browser, nothing will be changed here. Border is 1 pixels, and in the solid, and then I can give the color as DDD. And if I go to the browser here, now I got the border. And you can see here, it looks like double border. So we have to collapse this border into the 1. So to collapse the border, I can write here the border property, and the border collapse property here, COLLAPS collapse, and I can give the value as collapse. And now I got this border with look good looking. So if I want to make this table in a peak, it means if I want to make this border width as my browser width, then I can make it through the width properties from here. If I type here the width properties, and if I give the 100 pixels as width, then I got here this whole total border. It means it covers the whole horizontal line. It means whole width. And if I want to insert more data here, then it looks more attractive, so that I can insert this data and just copy pasting this value again and again. So first of all, I want to copy this value from up to here, and I want to paste it value here. And if I go to the browser, now I got this data. Again, I want to paste some more time. And if I go to here, I got this amount of data. So let's design and let's structure. Let's make more attractive here. First of all, let's keep the padding here and the table heading in the table data. So I can give here the padding property, TDDID padding. If I give the 9 pixel padding, and if I go to the browser again, now this looks more attractive than previous. So I got the padding for both sides. And I want to style this name, address, and phone number. This is our table heading in separate. So I can write here the another things, that is STUD, the student table heading, STUDE, and the student table heading. And inside this, I can give the background color, and background color as I can give here the background color, that is 04 AA, and then the 6D. And if I go to the browser here, now I got the different color, and I want to change this text color into the white. Then I can write here the color, color as white. And if I go to the browser, now I got this name, address, and phone number. I want to put into the left side. Then I can write here the text align property. Text align, this is into the left. Then I got into the left, and I want to give this more padding here, padding top and padding bottom. Padding top, I want to give the 11 pixel, and also the padding bottom 11 pixel. If I go to the browser, now I got the padding top and padding bottom 11 pixel. So if I want to make this more attractive, then I can give here the another color in the nth even row of the even row. Then I can go to here, and I can write here the another property, that is student table row, and then nth even, nth child, and inside I can give the even value, and I can write here the background color, and I can give the background color as F2. And if I go to the browser again, and now you can see here, because Kathmandu, and I got this here, this color is going to be changed. And you can see here in our previous video, if I hover this table value, then its color is going to be changed. So I can make the hover value also here. So I can write here the student and then the TR, and if I hover in the table row, then I can give the background color as I can write DDT. And if I go again in the browser, and if I hover in the table row value, then its color gonna be changed here. So in this way, you can make the table, and this is our first row, and this is our second row. So you can see here, this row, this table, and this table is almost similar. So this is our first row, and this is our first table, and this is our second table. So you can see here, and you can practice by yourself. If you get any confusion regarding this video, you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you.